it is always a seller's market. And today we're going to talk about giving homeowners flexible closings. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this today was because I was thinking about the predicament that my parents got themselves into just recently. They have a house, it's their primary residence, and they have been living in this house for, I don't even know, I think it's been almost 20 years. So you can imagine how many things a person accumulates in 20 years. And they decided to put this house on the market. They wanted to sell it and they wanted to move closer to my brother's. And so they put it on the market and they got an offer right away. And so it was perfect. So they put the house under contract and they immediately started looking for the next house to purchase. And there was a problem. They weren't finding their next house to purchase. They were looking, they put in an offer, it fell through, and it was getting closer to the closing date of selling their house. And so they were starting to get really nervous because they were about to be homeless. And so they have this big one of those big RVs. And so finally they said, we're just going to move into our RV. We're going to put all of our stuff in storage and we're going to move into our RV until we find a house, which is not an ideal situation. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because when you sell your house to a cash investor is not moving into your house. So they shouldn't really care when you want to close on your home. It's really up to you as the homeowner and what's convenient for you. So number one, I always let you, the homeowner, decide what day you want to close. It can be as early as 10 days, or it can be 3 months, 4 months. It's really what you need. Okay, it's all about your needs and what is convenient for you. So that's number one. Number two, we always offer, if you need to stay in the home after closing, we always offer that. And we offer it up to 10 days without you having to pay rent. So if you want to close on that house before you move from the house, if you need some of the proceeds for you need some of the proceeds in order to move out, then that's fine. We go ahead and close. You receive most of your proceeds. A portion of the proceeds stays back with the title company until you move out. And then when you move out, we do a walkthrough to make sure that everything was left in the condition that we agreed upon. And then we release those funds over to you. So it's a very simple process. It's all done with an addendum with the paperwork, and that's it. So it really also, what that does too is it allows homeowners to know for certain that this house is going to go through, that the sale of this house is going to go through, because there's nothing worse than going to sell your home, getting all the way close to closing and having that closing fall apart. And believe me, it happens all the time. We buy and sell houses all the time. And so we sell our homes to a lot of retail buyers who are getting bank loans. And I can't tell you how many closings have fallen apart days before the closing was to happen. There's been 1 or 2 incidences where the closing literally fell apart the day before it was supposed to close. Now imagine, for me, it was a hassle because we had to put the house up on the market, but imagine living in the home. This is your primary home, and so you've packed everything up and you have plans to move. That can be very stressful. You're back to square one and you're all ready to leave. So that negates the worry of, will this sale go through? And so we just did a deal with this, like this in Orlando, where they needed some proceeds of this. They needed some of the proceeds of the sale in order to hire the moving company and to get everything packed and to move. They were moving to another state, and so they needed 10 days to pack after the closing. So we went ahead and as part of the closing paperwork, we all signed an amendment to the contract that stated that they could stay in the home up to 10 days. They left about 7 days. They didn't need the full 10 days. They texted me, said, we're out of the house. I came over. I did my final walkthrough. Everything was great. I told the title company, go ahead and release the funds, and that was that. So it was very convenient for them. They were excited as soon as we closed, knowing that the sale had gone through and they could now definitely get their stuff moved and go out to their new home. And then number 3, I always offer extensions on the closing. If you put your house under contract with a 10-day close, sometimes you think, oh, that was maybe a little ambitious, or you just need more time, or something happened and you need a little bit more time. we always allow you to extend the closing. It's a simple addendum to the contract that we all sign, and then the closing gets extended. Because again, I'm not moving into this house. I don't have plans to pack up all my stuff and move in. So it really doesn't matter to me when you move. It's about what you need and what's convenient for you. So that's it for today. I just wanted to share it because of all these things that my parents are going through, and it just reminded me of how easy it is when you do sell to a cash investor. And one of those things is closing and flexibility on closing. So that's it for today. If you or anyone you know is interested in selling your home, please contact us at carriebuysHouses.com. All of my contact information is there, and I will see you soon.